This is what you would call supreme mathematics. This is why Nikola Tesla was so obsessed with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. He said if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that are associated with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. But I'm going to tell you the most important things as it pertains to numerology. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 are called the heavenly triad in numerology because numbers 3, 6, and 9 are angel numbers, and an angel is just a messenger of God. That's all it is. In order to be a messenger of God, you have to have access to God in the first place. And so through these numbers 3, 6, and 9, we're able to have direct access to God. And if you are a life path 3, if you are a life path 6, if you are a life path 9, you have infinite potential to manifest anything on the material realm as long as what you are doing is to serve. And this is because 3, 6, 9 contain the frequency of angel numbers. And numbers are the language of God. The 111 is a 3, the 222 is a 6, the 333 is a 9, the 444 is a 12. 1 plus 2 makes a 3, 15, 6, 18, 9, 21, 3, 6, 9, and it goes so on and so forth. And because these are messengers of God, these are representations of God. And so the numbers 3, 6, and 9 represent God. They're the bridges to God. And who is God? God is the number 17. And 17 reduces to 8, which literally looks like an hourglass, ruled by the planet Saturn, which is the planet of time, which makes God time. And this is why God is represented by a number that represents the luniscate or the infinity symbol. And so if God is time, then that means that through the 3, the 6, and the 9, we're able to connect with the divine. So now that we know that God is time, and time is the fourth dimension, and the fourth dimension rules over the third dimension, we know that God is 4D. So the only way that you can have access to God is through the fourth dimension, which is the mental plane. And the mental plane is the realm of time. But it contains 3 charges. Your mind has 3 separate charges, just like an atom has a proton, which is representation of the number 3, the neutron, which is the 9, and then the electron, which is the 6. The 6 contains the negative charge. It's the electron, because electrons, they like to bond with other things. And then protons, they like to project, they like to radiate, they like to create. And then the 9 represents the neutron. It's the one that's neutral. And the 9 is just a combination of the 3 and the 6. And so the 9 represents the highest state of divinity, which is a state of neutrality. And so 9s are able to connect with God when they're able to do something that is beyond their ego or beyond the self. This represents being void of the ego. The only way to have an ego death is to be perfectly balanced. The 3 and the 6 cancel each other out and they produce the 9, which is supreme balancement. And so 3s, life path 3s, connect to God through their creativity, and they're able to connect others to God through their creativity. 6s connect to God through bonding with others, and they're able to connect others with God through that bonding. That's why 6 is the number of love. And then 9s are able to connect with God through surrendering their ego to a higher force. But in order to do that, they first must become neutral, because 9 is a combination of all the numbers. And that's why when you add up 2 numbers on the opposite side of the spectrum, 3, which is ruled by Jupiter, which is the guru of the gods, and then 6, which is governed by Venus, which is the guru of the demons, create 9, which is ruled by the planet Mars, which is the planet of war. 9 in Mars is the soldier. A soldier does not have an ego. All a soldier does is just carry out a mission. A soldier has no say in what goes on. They have to listen to the general. A soldier is an embodiment of an ideal, because a war is just an ideal that is manifested. And so as a life path 3, or if you were born on the 3rd, the 12th, or the 21st, or the 30th, you will only have infinite potential to manifest on the material realm when you are using your creativity for service. As a 6, the only way that you're going to have infinite manifestation potential on the material realm is when you are trying to connect with others, or when you're serving others, when you're devoting yourself to others. And then as a 9, you will only have infinite manifestation abilities on the material realm when you are using your ideals for service. Because a lot of 9s can just they can just completely immerse themselves into their desires. And if their desires are not good, they're just going to be a complete embodiment of the desires, just their raw desires. And so you guys need purification. But these are all service vibrations. And this is why Nikola Tesla was able to do such unimaginable things. Because Nikola Tesla was a life path 36. And if you look at Nikola Tesla's original birth date, as it shows on the Julian calendar, because that's the calendar that they use in his area, he would be a life path 36. 369. And these are the numbers that he obsessed over. I'm telling you guys, this numerology shit is real. And guess who has the same birthday as Nikola Tesla? Elon Musk. I just picked up on that just now. Wow. To learn more about my numerology teachings, you can book a reading. Link to that is in my profile bio. Or you can read my book, Supreme Mathematics. You can also find that in the link in my profile bio. But have a great rest of your day. In my next video, we will be talking about the number 29.